Join our fitness community and never miss a beat. Follow us now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another strength training session with me Nitish Balal, your workout partner and coach for today. I have a wonderful dumbbell workout for lower body and abs, for which I want you to make sure that you have a pair of dumbbells, a yoga mat, a hand towel and a water bottle to get you through the workout. And also, before we get started, don't forget to follow our Instagram channel Cult at Home, where we share a lot of content that is upcoming, everything related to fitness, nutrition, health and lifestyle. On that note, let's get straight into the warm-up. Like I said, we are going to be doing a lower body workout, so our warm-up is also going to focus on enhancing our ability to get started with the lower body workout by actually warming up our muscles and joints from our hips, knees and ankles. Alright, first movement is going to be what we call our hamstring scoop. So for that, get one leg in the front. You want to keep the toes pointed up, knee locked out, and when you go down, bend the back knee, scoop some mud out and then switch. Scoop some mud out and then stand up. We'll do this first movement. Second movement is going to be our weighted hip shifts. For that, very simple, you're going to drop down on one knee, get the other knee at 90-degree angle, knee going to be slightly behind your heel. In that position, hold one dumbbell. If you feel that body weight is not going to be effective enough for you, just rock sideways, and that's going to be our second movement. Now, here's how we are going to go about it. 2 sets, 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. How we'll do it is, on the first set, we'll do just one side of our lower body, and on the second set, we'll do it on the other side. All right? Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 40 seconds on. Keep scooping that mud out. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax. All right, let's take a 20-second break and then we go down on our knees. Get the other leg 90-degree outside, knee slightly behind your heels. Grab your dumbbell, get ready for the weighted hip shift. 3, 2, 1, let's go. The weighted hip shifts will actually open up your groin and your adductors. Last 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1 and relax. All right, now that we're done with one side, repeat the same thing but on the opposite side now. This time I'm going to keep my right leg in the front, toes pointed up, back leg will bend as and when I scoop some mud out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Notice how my back knee is bending but the front knee remains locked. Toes are always pointing up towards the ceiling. Halfway there. And rest. All right, hamstrings feel really good. Now this time opposite leg down on the floor, knee pointing 90 degrees, knee slightly behind your heel. Grab your dumbbell and then we go ahead for 40 seconds of weighted hip shifts. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Make sure that your torso is always facing forward. You don't want the torso to be pointing sideways. Halfway there. Again, feel that groin area open up. In technical terms, your adductors. Three, two, one, and relax. All right, that brings us to the end of our warm-up. Let's quickly spend some time mobilizing our lower body as well, and then we'll take a short break before we actually go through the movements. Now, the first movement is going to be what we call the Samson stretch. For this, get into a lunging position, back knee under your hip, front knee slightly behind your heel. Interlock your fingers, stretch your arms up. First step, squeeze your bum. Second step, push the knee forward. Third, lean backwards and then lean to the same side as the front leg and hold for 30 seconds. You'll feel a great stretch in the back thigh and also the psoas muscle right here around your abdomen. Make sure you keep your bum squeezed in because that is when you're going to feel the stretch. Halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, let's switch legs. Again, the same thing, front knee slightly behind your heel. Interlock your fingers, stretch your arms up, squeeze your bum, push the knee forward, lean backwards, and then bend to the same side as the front knee. Again, 30 seconds. Oh. And that's an amazing stretch in my psoas as well as my hip flexors. Keep breathing. And that's 30 seconds. All right. Okay, that was our first movement. For the second movement, we'll do something called the shin box extension. For this, first sit down across the length of the mat. Bend your knees so that when you drop both the knees on each side of the mat, you maintain a 90-degree angle at the knees. Shin box extension is where you press the floor to go up and only keep your knees and ankles on the floor. From there, I'm going to drop down, switch knees, and repeat the same thing. Again, drop down, switch knees, and repeat the same thing. All right. Now, here's the trick. Intermediate and advanced athletes, I would want you to try without keeping your arms on the floor. See if you can press yourself up, go back down, switch knees, press yourself up, go back down. Beginners, you can place your palms down on the floor to press yourself up and then repeat the same thing. We'll do this for 60 seconds. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm going to use my arms for the first 30 seconds and then try and do the remaining 30 without any support from my palms. Again, opens up your hip region really well. One of my favorite and go-to movements whenever I want to mobilize my lower body. Halfway there. So now I'm going to go ahead and start doing it without the support of my arms. Three, 2, 1, and 1 minute is up. All right. That brings us to the end of our mobility as well. Grab a sip of water and we'll be back on the mat for the movement review of today's workout. Okay. As usual, we have two movements, but the trick is the first movement is a unilateral movement, so we are going to be doing equal number of reps on both sides, left and right. The first movement is a single leg deadlift. Now for this, I'm going to first show it body weight, and then we'll all try with a light pair of dumbbells so that we get to know if we can actually do the movement or not. So I want you to stand with your feet as wide as your hips. From there, take one leg back slightly. In fact, let me start with my right leg. I'm keeping my toes on the floor, heels are off. Now whenever I'm raising my right leg, I am always going to take my right arm lower. Point number one. Point number two, I will always start by raising my legs up and not bending down. When my legs go up, my body will automatically go down. The more higher you can raise your legs, the better your hinge, the better your engagement of glutes and hamstrings, and lower involvement of your lower back. Okay? So let's try this for 3 reps each side. Raise your legs up as much as you can. Keep your front knee soft. Come back up. Again, you can place your toes down on the floor every time you come back to the starting position. Go. Place your weight on your heels. Come back up. Go down. Come back up. Same thing on the right side. This time my left leg is going to go up, touch the floor, come back up, go down, touch the floor, come back up, go down, touch the floor, and come back up. Alright, so that's going to be our first movement. I would want you to go ahead and try about, say, 3 reps with a dumbbell, a light one. You don't want to go heavy on this one and unnecessarily strain yourself. Right? Just try 3 reps. Again, I'm going to start off with the left arm first. Notice how I am trying to raise my legs up more than I am trying to drop my shoulders down. Knees are as soft as they can be, always above my heels. Okay? And then on the right arm now. Whichever arm you're holding the dumbbell, the same leg goes up back in the air. And then 3. Alright, that's going to be our first movement. For the second movement, you will need a pair of dumbbells, for which we'll use them and do what we call as the cyclist squat. So I'm going to place 2 dumbbells joined together, and in that position I'm going to basically place my heels on the handle of the dumbbell, toes down on the floor, which is going to elevate my heels up. And in this position, very simple, go down into a squat. Again, keep pressing your heels down to the floor, stand back up, go down into a squat, stand back up, go down into a squat, stand back up. Try about 3 to 5 reps and see if you can actually do this. Shouldn't be that much of a challenge. In fact, elevating the heels up actually helps you with better range of motion. Okay, now that we know both the movements, let's look at what the workout looks like. We are going to be doing 4 sets. We'll start a new set every 4 minutes. The rep scheme is going to be either 15 reps, 18 reps, or 21 reps, depending on how you feel. If you're somehow just pushing yourself and showing up on the mat just to get something done, stick to 15 reps. If you feel okay-ish, go ahead and do 18 reps. If you feel great, you've been working out regularly, your nutrition has been on point, recovery has been impeccable, go ahead and do 21 reps. Mind you, if the single leg deadlifts are slightly tricky movement for you, stick to 18 reps. I'm going to stick to 18 reps because 1, I don't feel that great, and 2, I would like to balance myself on the single leg deadlifts today before I actually get started and go heavier. So the first 2 sets, I'm going to stick with the 10s only and do 18 reps, and then if I feel good, I'll go ahead and use the 12.5s for the next 2 sets. On the cyclist squats, again 15, 18 or 21 reps. That's how it's going to be. If you feel like at the end of the first set you're not getting enough rest, reduce the reps. If you're doing 18, do 15. If you're doing 21, do 18. And if you're doing 15 and still not sufficient, go ahead and do just 12 reps. Should be fine. Alright, we'll start in the next 30 seconds actually. 4 sets. First set, just try and get the movement right, and then we'll start focusing on smaller aspects in the sets to come. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I'm losing balance? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's try with the opposite arm now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just lost balance on the last one. All right, time for the cyclist squats now. 18 reps once again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Thirty more seconds, and then we get started with the second set. On the second set, let's focus on keeping the weight on our heels and keeping the knees above our heels on the deadlifts. On the cyclist squats, well, technically you don't need to worry about anything because it will automatically keep your weight on your heels. Heart rate's going up pretty fast. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, on to the opposite side now. Let's go. 1, 2. Somehow I'm able to balance better on the left leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and keep moving. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Time for the cyclist squats. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay, just 30 seconds of rest. On the next set, let's focus on the breathing. Inhale while you go down, exhale while you come up. On the first set, started with my right arm. Second set started with my left arm. Third set again starting with my right arm. And let's go. 1, inhale while you go down. 2, exhale while you come up. 3, weight on your heels. 4, knees, keep your knees soft. 5, raise your legs as high as you can. 6, 7, 8, keep your elbows locked out. 9, 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Oh, still have my other arm as well. All right. Let's get it done with. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale while you go down. 7, exhale while you come up. 8, Weight on your heels. 9. Knees soft. 10. Raise your legs as much as you can. 8. And keep going. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right. And time for our cyclist squats. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right. One last set, and I'm going to take a little more time before I start with the last set. It's a little intense. So yeah, we'll use 30 more seconds after the interval is over as rest, and to compensate for that, I'll try and use the heavier dumbbell. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Everybody who's ready to go, you can start. I'm going to use 30 more seconds as rest because this is the last set. I can still get it done in the remaining 3.5 minutes. And since I'm going heavy, I want to make sure that my body has recovered before I push it harder. All right, 10 seconds. And this time, starting with my left leg. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Try and keep your core tight in this set. 4. Inhale while you go down. 5. Exhale while you come up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We'll take a quick short break. All right. Now, time to start with our right leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, last 3, 3, 2, and 1. All right, time for our cyclist squats. Let's get it done with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Time's up. Recover, relax, let your heart rate come down, and in the process, if you have a jump rope, keep it handy. We'll try and use it in the finisher. One more minute before we actually go through the movements of the finisher. Well, we just have 2 simple movements, but we'll still go through them. All right. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and heart rate's down to normal range. Okay, so we've got 2 simple movements. The first movement is what we call the dumbbell jump overs. So for that, I'm going to give you different variations. All right. Beginners, what you can do is you have to basically just simply jump over the dumbbell, turn around, jump over the dumbbell once again. Okay? If you're skeptical about jumping over a dumbbell and if it is scaring you, you can just stand at one end of the mat, jump over, across, turn around, again jump over, across. All right? Those who find this jumping over the dumbbell pretty easy, or say intermediate athletes, what you can do is you can jump over side to side. All right. If you find this easy as well, you can try and hop sideways when you have a dumbbell. That's the third variation. If you do have a jump rope and you're used to kind of jumping movements, go ahead and try and do some single unders. You don't need to do double unders, so you can just do some single unders. Use a jump rope, very simple. We are not doing double unders today. Tabata will take care of the intensity needed. Jump rope is something only if you are comfortable, you've been doing it, that is when you try it. Otherwise, my suggestion would be stick to the dumbbell jump overs. Now, that's going to be our first movement. For the second movement, we'll actually do something called a dumbbell plank pass through. So, I'm going to hold a dumbbell, keep it right in front of me on the mat, get into a high plank in that position. From here, pass this dumbbell across, place my palm, switch this dumbbell across, place my palm. Go ahead, try about 3 reps each side and see if you can actually handle that dumbbell. If not, beginners, just holding on to the high plank also works. Now, this is how we are going to go about it. We are going to do a Tabata, which means 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 8 rounds. Again, which means 4 rounds of the dumbbell jump overs and 4 rounds of the dumbbell plank pass throughs. We'll start with the jump overs and move on to the plank dumbbell pass throughs. Take a 2-minute break at the end of the Tabata and then repeat that once again for one more set. So it's going to be a total of 10 minutes, 4 minutes on the Tabata, 2-minute break, again 4 minutes on the Tabata. We'll start in the next 60 seconds. Until then, catch your breath, have some water, wipe that sweat off, and let's get it done with. All right, about 20 seconds to go. I'm going to start off with the dumbbell jump overs on the first set, first Tabata, and then move to the single unders on the second Tabata, so that everybody kind of is doing the same movement as I am, at least in one Tabata. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Somehow the ankle feels a little weird. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Plank pass throughs. Keep going. And time. All right. Again, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Three, 2, 1, plank pass throughs. Three, 2, 1, and done. All right. Last 2 sets. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And rest. 3, 2, 1, let's begin. And time. One last set. Let's go. Three, two, one, and done. Three, two, one, let's go. And time. Two minutes of rest before we get started with our second Tabata. Walk up and down your mat, catch your breath. Heart rate's pretty high. All right, 30 more seconds. Let's get ready. This time I'm going to be doing some single unders. Try and go slow just for 20 seconds. Ten more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Three, two, one, and rest. Dumbbell plank pass throughs in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep moving and rest. All right, time for the second set on the single unders. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And rest. Three, two, one, and pass throughs. And rest. Halfway there. All right, time started. Let's go. And time. Three, two, one. Let's go. Try and not move your hips laterally. Keep your core tight. Three, two, one, and done. Okay, one last set. Three, two, one, let's go. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one, and time. Just use an additional 10 seconds of rest. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Last 20 seconds, guys, come on. And done. All right, that brings us to the end of today's session officially. Catch your breath. Have some water, and then we'll do some deep breathing to just get our heart rate down. "90 seconds. Three, two, one, and relax. All right, the body is nice and warm. Let's immediately get done with the stretches as well. The stretches are super effective when your body is actually warm. That's a natural way to kind of cool down your muscles. First stretch, child's pose. Sit down on your knees, hips down on your ankles, stretch your arms forward, forehead down on the floor. Hold it for 60 seconds. And while we hold this stretch, here's a quick reminder to follow our Instagram handle, Cult at Home. If you've been consistently showing up on the mat for your workouts, do check out that Instagram page where we share a lot of information, everything related to fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, and overall health. It's only going to kind of act as a catalyst to your fitness and health journey. So do check it out. Hold it. Three, two, one, and relax. All right. Next stretch is what we call the pike stretch. Slightly different from your seated hamstring stretch. For that, you're going to first sit down with your legs straight forward. In this position, you're going to grab your toes if you can. If not, hold your ankles or your knee, whatever position. But in this position, you want to try and make sure that your back is absolutely straight. So try and push your hips back on the floor and hold that for 60 seconds. You'll feel an amazing stretch in your hamstring right here. If you feel that the stretch is getting lesser and lesser, try and go slightly deeper into the stretch, but make sure that your back is absolutely straight. Get your chest out and hold that position. And that's an amazing stretch. Halfway there. Three, two, one, and relax. All right, next stretch for the glutes. We're going to be doing the 90-90 lean overs. For this, again, sit down with your knees bent. Get both the knees down to touch the floor, 90-degree angle at the knees. From there, bend over, try and touch your forehead down to the floor in front of your knees. Hold it for 30 seconds. Should feel a very good stretch in your glutes. And switch sides. Hold for 30 more seconds. Three, two, one, and relax. All right, last stretch for the day. Downward dog calf switches for our calves. So start from your high plank. Raise your hips up, drop the heels down on the floor. Push your chest towards your knees in that position. Alternately bend your knees for 60 seconds. You'll feel a great stretch in your calves. Halfway there. Five, four, three, two, one, and done. All right, that brings us to the end of this lower body session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, the first part was tricky enough, especially with the single leg deadlifts, challenging our balance, stability, hand strength at the same time. And then the second part with the agility as well as our cardio ability. Well, don't forget to share your post-workout report and feedback on our Facebook community, Stronger Together with Cult Home. And I'll see you on the other side with another dumbbell workout, hopefully soon. Until then, it's your coach and workout partner Nitish Balal signing off.
For more such workout videos, download the CultFit app now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Cult.